Everyone, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you all?
Good evening, sir.
मैंने क्या किया पता है?
Yeah, sir.
स्लाइड शेयर किया. बट आपके क्लास में शेयर करने की जगह पे ना मेरे दूसरे क्लास में कर दिया. जिसमें क्लास चल रहा था, फिर चंद्रा का मैसेज आया, फिर मेरे को समझ में आया क्या कर रहा हूँ करके. ओके, तो हाउ इज एवरीथिंग? गुड.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, great. I am making these silly mistakes. That means I am okay. Okay, what we are going to discuss today?
Power BI,
Power BA. What is that? What is Power BA?
a business intelligence tool.
Okay. So we are going to discuss that. Aishman, Aishman, are you there? Shreya, Sidra,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
tell me what we are going to discuss. Sumit is saying that we are going to discuss Power BI. I have asked why Power BI. Have you gone through my mail? Today's mail?
Yes, sir.
You don't get the time to check? Okay, no issues. Today, what we are going to discuss is how to model our data, how we are going to visualize our data, by means of visualization, how we are going to analyze our data. Not just today, but the classes to come, the sessions to come. It would be taking 5 to 6 sessions as mentioned in the curriculum itself. Okay. So, as always, I say, this is a very important topic. Okay. If you are able to model your data, then sky is yours. Okay. See, why modeling is that important? Why not data analytics or data visualization? See, data modeling is a prelude to your data analytics and data visualization. As we discussed in the previous session, y equal to mx plus c equal to a plus b. Okay, what are these? These are equations. You can call it as a model even. Okay, if you know how to model your data, then it is easier for you to analyze your data as well as visualize your data. Okay, so you need to be very, you need to have that intelligence of how to model your data. Okay, tell me, what is a model? What is a data model? Or to start with, what is a model? Kartika, any guesses?
No, sir.
नहीं बताओगे?
Sir, I don't know. I know it's not.
Another sentence I hate. I don't know. Just try it out. Just try it out. What is a model? स्कूल में तो किए ही होंगे, मॉडल बनाया ही होगा आप लोगों ने.
Sir, may I try?
Yeah, please.
Sir, model is a representation of real things in a simplified way.
Very good, very good, very good. Why you have asked me to, can I try? It's a very good answer. Even I could not think about that.
Yes, sir.
See, it is a replica or miniature of anything that is exists in the real world. You can convert that. See, suppose if you are giving, you have got, I am giving you an example. Okay. Uh, what is the formula for standard deviation? What is the formula for standard deviation? Hello.
There is expectation of xi square minus mean square.
Hmm. That's it.
Expectation of xi square minus x bar का square.
Expectation means if suppose
Expectation.
if I am giving you five numbers, would you be able to find the standard deviation for that?
Yes, sir.
How?
If we put the simple formula like 1 by n summation xi minus mean, its mean, that's whole square.
Very good. See, whatever may be the formula, whatever may be the formula for standard deviation, if I'm giving you five numbers or 10 numbers, you would be able to use that formula for standard deviation to calculate the standard deviation for the set of numbers given. Okay. If the numbers are known to you, how many numbers are there, total numbers, okay, or average is given. See, standard deviation also include your average, right? Suppose if the standard deviation is given for a set of number, if somebody is asking you to calculate the standard deviation, you would be of course able to handle those. Okay, for which we would be defining a formula, we would be defining an expression, we would be defining an equation. That itself a that itself a model. Okay, that itself an expression. Okay, similarly, c equal to a plus b, a square plus b square plus 2ab, all these are model only. Okay, whenever you are putting some values to those variables involved in that equation, it will become a model. Then by taking the clue from this model, how to define your data model. Okay, there are some tables are there. Okay, some databases are there, some catalogs are there. You would be requiring to model your data. How to do that? Very simple. Just see what are all the attributes that is present in your table first. Take one by one. Okay, uh, table, what are all the attributes? As I said, do not worry about your resultant rows. All these would be resultant only. Okay, you should always think about your attributes. Okay, what is an attribute? Attribute is nothing but a field. Okay, it's a column in Excel. Okay, you should always think about your attribute. Then take that attribute, just check how it is connected with the other table oblique databases. What is the connection string? Then go to what is the targeted attribute, or what are the targeted attributes, or what are the talking attributes that you need to think over. It will be there in the model itself, in the variable itself. Okay, you need to pick those attributes, you need to pick those columns, and you need to define the query in SQL. Yes or no? Select star from student master where R and O equal to 1. Okay, suppose whatever value given to your roll number, your query should be able to fetch the resultant matrix. Then what you will do? In the place of roll number 1, you will be putting some variable. R and O equal to ampersand N. That N would be any roll number. Yes or no? You got that point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, or no, sir? Because I am not able to understand whatever I am saying. Pratika, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I am just sharing my Excel sheet. Of course, how many of you have downloaded Power BI? It is installed in your machine.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. For today's class, there is no requirement for Power BI, but next class you should be having Power BI. Okay, please download it from the link. Okay, suppose if you are having MacBook, download Tableau. We can go simultaneously. We can go parallelly. Okay, see, this is an Excel sheet. This Excel sheet I have already shared it with you all, right? You have this Excel sheet. The very second
Sir,
class
you are
we
not
have.
sharing your screen.
Oh, sorry. This Excel sheet you are having, that click well. The very second class we were discussing this. Yes or no? If you do not have, no worries. Yeah, at least say yes or no. You have this sheet or not?
No, sir.
Okay. No issues. Okay. Just follow my instruction. This is an Excel sheet. Okay. How many attributes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. 15 attributes are there, right?
Yes, sir.
How many tuples are there?
826.
826 or 825?
Sir,
825.
820.
Hmm?
825.
825. 8, that first row is contributing to your attributes. Okay. There are 825 records are there, rows are there, tuples are there. Okay. Here, if you could see, it is comprising of records of 3 players. The matches they have played. Okay. By means of filter, you can query whatever you have did it in your SQL. I am just putting filter. You are familiar with filter, right? Excel filter. Hello. You know Excel filter or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good. See, I have put an Excel filter. Okay. If you could see, if you are selecting this player attributes, okay, it would be having 3 players names: Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, and Virat Kohli. Okay. Similarly, for other attributes, suppose if you are seeing opponent team, it will be displaying certain team. Similarly, for match venue ground, similarly for match type, okay, and dismissal mode, match runs, all these things. Okay. Suppose just refresh your SQL sessions. Suppose if I am asking you to fetch the number of matches played by Sunil Gavaskar, would you be able to find? through SQL. Through Excel, it is very simple. Okay, just select Sunil Gavaskar's name. It will be displaying 108 records. Would you be able to fetch the same resultant rows using SQL query? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Suppose if I am saying I want to know the number of matches played by Mr. Sunil Gavaskar against the arch rival Pakistan, would you be able to through SQL?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Suppose if I am asking the number of matches played by Mr. Sachin Tendulkar against Pakistan in which India has won the match, would you be able to? फटाफट बोलो, yes or no. I am asking you, suppose if somebody is asking you the number of matches played by Mr. Sachin Tendulkar against Pakistan in which India has won the match. The result is
Yes,
there,
sir.
na? Yes, na?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Suppose if somebody is asking you the number of matches played by Mr. Virat Kohli against Pakistan in which India has chased the target set by the Pakistan team and won the match. Would you be able to? Would you be able to? I'm asking you the
No,
number of. Huh?
no,
Why no?
because we haven't been given that how they are winning the match.
How? No, the innings is there, na? Innings one means first innings that India has set the target. Two means India has chased the target.
Okay, so then we can find.
You can find, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I am asking, this is the last one, don't get bored. Suppose if I am asking you the number of matches that Mr. Sachin Tendulkar has played against Australia in which he has awarded with the man of the match award by contributing to the team in which his team has won. Will it be possible to query this?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
So all are yes. All are yes, right? Because we are having 15 to 16 attributes, we are having 825 records. Okay, it is possible for you to run a SQL query by putting this into your table. Okay, and run a SQL to fetch all these resultant row. Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now suppose if somebody is asking you, okay, my dear Tanya Jain, I want to compare the great Sachin Tendulkar with yesterday's great Mr. Sunil Gavaskar by taking the matches played by them against New Zealand, in which how they contributed and who is the best player among these two in terms of winning the match for his team. Would you be able to put it in on query and give me the result? Is it possible for you?
Sir, I'm not sure about this.
कौन बोला था अभी? I am not sure करके.
Sir, Tanya.
Why, Tanya? How many times I have told you? Do not say I am not sure.
Yes, sir.
See, suppose if somebody is asking you one particular query, it is possible for you to fetch it in by means of SQL or by means of this filtering from Excel. But suppose if somebody is asking you to analyze something or forecast something or to predict something or to give an insight whether among these two players who is the best when they played against a particular team, in our case it's New Zealand. Would it be possible for you to fetch that particular result by means of SQL and Excel?
Sir, by means of Excel, we can surely do this.
Hmm.
And by means of SQL, I guess we can also run a query in SQL as
How,
well.
how many results you are going to have? How many results? Suppose, uh, please help me out. I want to select the team as New Zealand. Okay, I have selected. Okay, I want to compare two players, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar and Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. I have selected these two names. Okay, I want to know India has won the match or not. I have also selected this one. Okay, it is 29. Okay, for Sunil Gavaskar, it would be 8, and for Sachin Tendulkar, it is obviously 21. So you will predict or you will give an insight. Sachin Tendulkar is better player than Mr. Sunil Gavaskar while playing against New Zealand by means of this filtering, by means of
Yes,
your,
sir.
you would be able to. Yes, sir, right?
Yes, sir.
Any no, sir? Ayushman, Vaishnavi,
Yes, sir.
Ayushman is there. Sumit, Ratnesh.
Yes, sir.
No, I am asking about any no, sir, from anyone's side. Hmm?
Sir,
Bolu, who is this?
sir, sure, sir.
Sorry, tell me.
Sir, how did you find the total number of matches won by Sachin Tendulkar in this case under the conditions that you mentioned?
See, I have simply selected the name as Sachin Tendulkar, the opponent team as New Zealand, and this last but never the least, the attribute result as 1. So it is giving me the number as 21. नीचे देख सकते हो. If I am selecting Sunil Gavaskar, it is giving me 8.
Sir, we can, I guess, mention other condition of the man of the match, and then we can say that whether both of who is better from both of the players.
Okay, let's see that also. मैन ऑफ द मैच सुनील गावस्कर का एक भी नहीं है. ठीक है, सचिन तेंदुलकर का देख लेते हैं. सचिन तेंदुलकर का 6 है. So you are concluding Sachin Tendulkar is the better batsman than Mr. Sunil Gavaskar while playing against New Zealand?
Yes, sir.
So, what are the total number of matches they've played against New Zealand,
Very
both of
good.
them?
Very good. Who is this? Prerna.
Preksha, sir.
Preksha. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. See, not just that Preksha. Everyone, please listen to me carefully. There are some parameters you need to consider whenever you are going to analyze any data set. Here the data set is of 15 attributes, 825 records. Okay. So as I said, first we need to consider the attributes. What are all the attributes present in the data set? There are 15. Out of those 15, what are all the crucial parameters? What are the parameters that is going to define the critical success factor? The CSF is very important. Suppose if I am having only one paper, only one elective in my fourth semester, and I have got 72, whereas Priksha is having 4 electives, okay, and she is getting 70. It is possible for you to predict who is the best among between Priksha and Bala? No, not at all. Because you need to analyze other factors as well. Why Bala has taken only one elective? And that same elective has been taken by Priksha as well. If not, then what is the corresponding or what is the parallel elective that she has taken and what was the score in that particular course? All these parameters, all these consideration you need to do. Okay, then only you will be able to analyze your data and you need to give some insight. Always remember there is a difference between information and insight. The way we discussed now, there is a difference between data and information. Okay, data is simply a raw values, whereas information is collection of
Meaningful data.
very good, collection of meaningful data. Similarly, define or differentiate information with insight. What is an insight? Of course, what is an information that you have already defined? Very good. What could be an insight?
Collection of information.
Collection of information. Okay, nice guess, but it's not a good answer. See, insight means not just collection of meaningful information. It includes what are the analyzing factor that you are considering while putting your data, while converting your data into first information and then into your insight. Insight is here I am saying Sachin Tendulkar is the better batsman than Mr. Sunil Gavaskar while playing against New Zealand because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and goes on. This 1 to n, whatever because of I am giving, Those are called as insights. Suppose if somebody is asking you, okay, Preksha, tell me how many number of matches that Mr. Sunil Gavaskar has played against New Zealand. Preksha will take up the laptop, कुछ करेगी query, sir it's 21, it's 6, बता देगी. It's an information. How did she arrive that information? Very simple, by using data, by using meaningful collection of data. What are those meaningful collection of data? One data is the opponent team. One data is, of course, the player name. One data is against the number of matches won by the team India. These are information. And again, if I am asking Sumit to fetch the resultant row for the number of matches played by Mr. Sachin Tendulkar against New Zealand, and when India has won the match, then obviously he would be able to. It would be a child play for him to fetch those resultant row. But the story is not ending there. Because if somebody is asking you who is the better among these two, then whatever you are analyzing with by means of your data, by means of your information, by giving certain parameters, those are called insight. For which you need to model your data first. So that model, suppose today I am asking New Zealand, परीक्षा ने फटाफट करके दे दी, sir these are the insights. I am very adamant teacher. Immediately मैं बोल दूंगा परीक्षा को, नहीं 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 परीक्षा मैंने गलती से बोल दिया, it's not न्यूजीलैंड, I want the data for Australia. Of course she would be taking some time, but obviously she would be giving me the result. Yes or no, Pariksha? You would be able to give me the result, but she would be taking some time. Instead, your data model or your framework, it is robust enough to give any result by means of keying in any parameters or any attributes. Then it is called as a data model. How we are going to create a data model, that we are going to discuss by means of both Power BI and your Tableau. Why I always talk about this Power BI? आप पूछ सकते हो सर ये पावर बीआई और टैबलो के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं है क्या? लोग बोल रहे हैं क्लिक भी यूज कर सकते हैं, लोग बोल रहे हैं स्केला भी यूज कर सकते हैं. Of course we can use. See, the time when we were discussing about SQL, these two, PostgreSQL and your Oracle SQL, stand tall. Similarly, currently in the industry, okay, these two, especially Power BI, is vastly in use. That is why I always talk about Power BI as well as Tableau. Okay, suppose, and the good news is, suppose you know something about Excel, like you wonderfully answered what is filtering, sir. I know what is filtering. We know all these basics of Excel. Okay, then the good news is it is very easier for you to learn be it Power BI or your Tableau. Okay, because all these concepts, all these queries, all these insights, all these structural things will be similar in both Excel as well as Tableau as well as your. Obviously, Power BI and Microsoft Excel both are from Microsoft only. Obviously, the structure would be very similar. Okay, if not the same, it would be very similar. Now, got it? This point? What is the difference between data, information, and insight? And what you can't do it in your SQL, and what you can do by means of a business intelligence tool like your Power BI and Tableau. Got it? Got it? Any doubts?
Yes.
Hello. Hello. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now you can ask me, sir, why we are going for this sequel? Why we are going for this Power BI and business intelligence tool? When I am comfortable with my Excel sheet, and you are also saying that if you know Excel, then Sky is the thing for you guys while learning this Power BI or Tableau or this SQL or this PostgreSQL or MS Access or MySQL, whatever it may be. Why you are forcing us to learn these business intelligence tool? Why not only with Excel? This question is there in your mind.
Yes, sir.
Why you want to learn business intelligence tools? Why you want to learn SQL? See, if you want to do some data analytics, Excel is the best fit for you. Why we are moving towards the SQL, these uh, Power BI or Tableau or any business intelligence tools? Is that industry is demanding that? That is why you are learning. Suppose if the industry is saying, you can very well say to them, no sir, no ma'am, I am comfortable with Excel. You just give me the data set, I can give you the insights. What's the problem? Why we are moving towards this SQL? Why we are moving towards this business intelligence and some data visualization tools and some even programming languages like Python or RStudio? Why we are going? Tanya, tell me. Our Bhavika is there?
Sir, while doing SQL, you mentioned that Excel, for example, if we have a student data
Hmm.
and you plotted some graphs for a particular student, and
Hmm.
then if you're presenting to someone and the person says, no, I want to see for this person as well, and you haven't prepared for that person, then but SQL does this work for you. Just with one query, you can present all immediately what is being asked. So,
Very good. Who is this? Tanya.
yes, sir.
Very good answer. Very good answer. Long back we were discussing this. Thanks, you remember that. All of you remember this point when we were discussing. I think it's in my second class, if I am not wrong. Okay, we were discussing whenever you are having a template or whenever you are going to design a framework or whenever you are going to model your data with SQL, programming languages, these business intelligence tools, these would be very handy. See, your data is always, it should be in a secured place. It is not that suppose uh, I want a report from Ayushman to predict or to forecast or to analyze who is the better batsman among these three. आयुष्मान मेरे से पूछेगा, सर डेटा तो दो, मैं एक्सेल में करके दे दूंगा. But I don't want to give the data directly to him. Suppose if I am having it in Excel sheet, my data is my child. Okay, I don't want to give that data to anyone else, but I want someone to make that analysis for me, make that visualization for me, so that for me or for my company, it would be very handy to forecast the futuristic things. But I don't want to share my data. Then what is the procedure? You need to put it in some database. You need to secure, because we discussed na, database is always a secure thing. Okay, we can put, and to, as rightly said by Tanya, suppose if you want to change the parameters in the future, you would be able to based on your base model. Okay, it is possible. And the second very important thing is, whenever you are defining a model, if you are having it in Excel sheet, it may happen you corrupt the data file. Yes or no? Suppose मैं फिल्टर कर रहा हूँ, फिल्टर करने से मैं ये इसको नो हो गया, मैं देखा ही नहीं था, हो सकता है ना? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
is the one point. Another very important point is how I have retrieved these three players records. क्या मेरे को सचिन तेंदुलकर ने आके ये डेटा दिया, विराट कोहली ने आके मेरे को ये डेटा दिया, या सुनील गावस्कर ने मेरे को आके ये डेटा दिया? How you I got this data? From different sources. I have compiled these data. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And you need to know how to retrieve data from different sources, how to dig data from different sources. It is not that I have given you these data. ठीक है, कल का दिन मैं बोल रहा हूं, आयुष्मान मेरे को सचिन तेंदुलकर ने कितने बार लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर के पास आउट हुआ था, दैट टू इन द मोड ऑफ बोल्ड. आयुष्मान सिंपली ये करेगा, ओके सर, ऐसे करके सचिन तेंदुलकर को सेलेक्ट कर देगा. फिर इंटेलिजेंटली मेरे को पूछेगा, सर ओपोनेंट टीम, मैं बोलूंगा सब ओपोनेंट टीम, मेरे को चाहिए लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर. सर कौन सा डिसमिसल, मैं बोलूंगा बोल्ड. ठीक है सर, बोल्ड भी आ गया. अभी उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, इस आउट ऑफ दीज 10 हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम आर लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर्स, because he doesn't have the domain expertise. Suppose, of course, Ayushman is having the domain expertise of cricket. Suppose if somebody doesn't know anything about cricket and they do not know anything about the type of bowler which who Sachin Tendulkar has faced, लेब्रॉय करके एक का नाम है, मैकडर्मट करके एक का नाम है, एमन हार्ट करके, हैस्ले, शाहिद अफरीदी, डिलन, फ्लार, वानरेट, उमर गुल, इसमें कौन सा लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर करके उसको कैसे पता है? Then how to get hold of that insight? By means of digging data from different sources. Okay, and suppose assuming that I do not have this particular attribute, dismissal mode, but I have this dismissal details. Would I be able to get hold of dismissal mode? Aishman, Tanya, tell me.
So can you repeat?
Assuming that I do not have this dismissal mode attribute. Okay, I am just deleting this. But I have this dismissal details. कुछ text लिखा है, bold, GF library, not out, C RP Snell, B A Donald, not out, C ADR Campbell, कुछ कुछ लिखा है. If I do not know anything about cricket, okay, is it possible for me to get hold of the type of dismissal from this text? Assuming that
No,
these
sir.
are text, plain text.
No, sir.
Why no, sir?
Sir, I think yes, we can find.
Who is that?
We can extract. Sir, I'm Ratnesh.
Ratnesh, tell me how.
Sir, we can use condition, and in condition we can use if we can see that we have B, GF, Levra. So B is bold. So B के बाद percentage का use करके then we will use we can extract the data with that.
Suppose एक का नाम है BB Lebroy.
So we have prior B. So with that, after we can use percentage.
Okay, that condition, that formula, that whatever you are saying is partially right. What is that? What is that process is all about?
So to
We are
find how
auditing
a
the
batsman is disabled.
Sir, we are
To find
auditing the text-based functions here.
Exactly. We are just checking or auditing the text that is given in front of us. जैसे हमने किया था ना, अक्षिता नाम को फेच करना है, बाला का नाम को फेच करना है, परसेंटेज डालो, अंडरस्कोर डालो, 2 अंडरस्कोर डालेगा तो फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स की तरह हो जाएगा, फिश डिश ये वगैरह डिस्कस किया था ना. That time what I have said, these are called as dash. What the dash? What matching?
Matching.
Huh?
all collected.
Pattern matching.
Very good, pattern matching. Who is this?
Sir, Tanya.
सिर्फ तान्या ही जवाब दे रही है. All of you are following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes ना सुमित, आज क्या हो गया? All is well? Till what time you had a class today?
Till 5:50.
5:15.
It is extended till 5:30.
You are following me na?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Chandra, are you there? Prerna, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. See, by means of pattern matching or by means of any algorithm, we need to have, there are two ways. One is digging data from other resources, be it web resources, be it some journals, be it some structured data, some unstructured data, some gossiping data, all those things, we can do that. But when we are having the data and we need to do something, then we need to look for some algorithm, some process. By means of that process, by means of that algorithm, you need to put this condition, put this pattern matching and done. Okay. And since I am not going to give my Excel sheet to anyone, okay, the simplest way is putting into the database. That is why you are learning your SQL. Okay, sir. After that, I can do only that SQL pattern matching, but how to put it into my other database, how to convert that into information and then insight, then you would be requiring some programming language. That programming language is nothing but be it Python, be it RStudio. After that, if you want to do some data mining, digging up data from other resources, of course, for which you are going to use business intelligence tool like Power BI or Tableau. So always remember, you should know the purpose of your learning. It is not that industry is demanding, that is the reason you are learning all these things. Okay?
Can you repeat the last line which you said regarding Power BI?
See, first one SQL is to store all your data into your database so that your data would be secured and there won't be any malpractices. malfunctioning, like accidentally we change some of the parameters or value to the some parameters or data type, it won't happen. So it is always better to store it on your database. That is the point number one. That is why you are learning SQL programming languages like PostgreSQL or Oracle SQL or MySQL or PLSQL or whatever it may be. Okay. Second, you need to do some pattern matching by means of algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but process. Okay. I always say a system is a इनपुट प्रोसेस आउटपुट. ओके, इनपुट हमारे पास है, आउटपुट क्या आना चाहिए करके हमको पता है. वी नीड टू डिफाइन द प्रोसेस. ओके, so that process, for that process we need to write a programming code. Okay, of course with SQL, the pattern matching, all these auditing, all these splitting and all those things, text based pattern matchings are possible, but it will give you one resultant matrix, but you can't do some framework out of this. Suppose if I am, as rightly said by Tanya, suppose if I am changing my mind, I am asking something else tomorrow, then you would be able to give that resultant row as well. That is possible only by means of programming language. That is why we are learning this Python or RStudio. Okay, like your in SQL, that PostgreSQL and your Oracle stands tall, right? Similarly, in the programming language, currently RStudio and Python is very important, or very important. Similarly, suppose if you want to do digging of data from external resources like website or some tabulation, some unstructured data or something you have in the format of document, hard copy document, then you need to do some data mining, for which this business intelligence tool like Tableau and Power BI are very useful. Not just for data mining, okay, but also data cleaning, all kind of data process, data analytics, data modeling, data visualization. These two important. Since the industry is using Power BI vastly, you need to know Power BI. If you know Power BI by means of Excel, then you can very well easily learn Tableau as well. So tomorrow, suppose if somebody is asking, or from now onwards, if somebody is asking you why you have learned SQL, or why you are learning SQL, or why you are learning Power BI or Tableau, why you want to learn Python or RStudio, would you be able to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So always remember the purpose of your learning. Okay, the purpose should not be a short-term goal to hit the industry. It should be a longer-term goal. Okay, got it? 15 more minutes. Can we take?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, in this Excel sheet, I want to do some basic visualization. Of course, by means of Excel, you would be able to do that. Suppose if you want to do some advanced visualization, of course, again, it is possible for you to do it in Excel. Okay. How? What is an advanced? Okay. Advanced means, see, if you could see in the data itself, the data menu itself, you will be able to see flash fill, text to column, remove duplicates, consolidate, what if analysis, group, ungroup, subtotal. All these things are there. Okay. If you could see all these things, you can relate with your SQL. Subtotal क्या है करके पता है? Suppose if somebody is asking you the total run scored by Mr. Gavaskar, okay, against New Zealand, what is the query? Chandra, tell me. Chandra, tell me the query for the total runs scored by Mr. Sunil Gavaskar against New Zealand. Chandra. Prerna.
So we'll use the sum function.
Who is this? Prerna or Chandra?
Prerna.
Prerna, tell me the query. Don't say we will use some. Tell me the query, exact query.
So select. So I have to see my notes. 1 second.
Hey, सिंपल क्वेरी पूछा है, इस पे नोट्स क्या देखना है? ये देखो मैच रन्स इधर है. बताओ. Select.
Sir, select some match runs from the table name where
The table name.
datasheet 3 Crick QLC. Oh,
Yes,
table name is sheet 1.
Very
Table.
good. Very good. Very good. Tell me, select sum of match runs from sheet 1.
Sheet 1.
That's it.
Where? What was the condition, sir?
I want to fetch the total runs scored by Mr. Sunil Gavaskar against New Zealand.
So then where player name is equal to Sunil Gavaskar and comma opponent team is equal to New Zealand.
So wait, is it right?
What, sir?
Yeah. Tanya.
Excuse me, sir. So
Yeah.
what would be the difference between using a comma and the and operator?
Bhavika.
Yes, sir.
First tell me she has used comma, whether it is right or not.
So I think and should be used.
Huh?
I think and should be used.
So we'll use group by.
That is the polished way of saying no to Prerna. I like that. Because even neither Tanya nor Sumit want to say no to Prerna. See, Prerna, always remember this. We have discussed now. There is a difference between using that and operator, sorry, and condition, or condition, comma, in, any, and all those things. If you are using comma, okay, it will become an array. But your right and left hand side is not an array. Okay, it is only one attribute, that is your opponent team. So you should use uncondition. Okay, the query would be select sum of total runs from sheet 1 where player underscore name equal to within single quotes Sunil Gavaskar space and space opponent underscore team equal to within single quotes New Zealand. This is the right way of answering a question asked by your interviewer. Your interviewer for today is Bala. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, again for Prerna, one more question. Suppose I want to know the total runs scored by Sachin Tendulkar against Sri Lanka in the day match played or day night match played.
So we'll do select some match runs
Very
from
good.
sheet one. From
Very good.
sheet one, where player name is equal to within single quote Sachin Tendulkar, and opponent team within single quotes. What was the country? New
Sri
Zealand,
Lanka. Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, and match type is equal to within quotes day match.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good answer. So you can do that in SQL. Suppose if I want to fetch all three players total runs scored by um, total runs scored by all these three players against Sri Lanka, would I be able to? मुझे ऐसे डिस्प्ले करना है. मेरा नोटपैड ओपन कर लेता हूँ. तेंदुलकर रन्स होगा करते हैं. I want to have this kind of matrix, that is 3 by 2 matrix.
So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
use group by function.
Who is this?
So Shreya.
Very good, Shreya. Tell me now. Query batao.
So select sum of the number of runs, whichever attribute that is.
Total runs.
Total runs, sum of total runs from sheet 1 and group by players.
Is it right? What is the condition for using aggregated function? I've told you one very, 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 very important condition.
So the player attribute would also appear, would also come with select.
Why? It is not that I have asked you to fetch this 3 by 2. ओके उस पे प्लेयर का नाम भी आना चाहिए, रन्स भी आना चाहिए करके बोल के we are not including the player name. But for what reason we are adding the player name? Always remember this. Aggregate function में जो भी attribute use करते हो ना, that should be there in your group by function also, group by class as well. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You remember this condition, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So always include that. And another thing is here, it is not just that, as I said, it is not just that I have asked for to I have asked you to display both the players' names along with this total run scored, but primarily you are grouping it by means of the player name. That is why you need to add. That is also in your select function, select query. Okay. So here you keep on writing queries for all these, but every time I will change my condition, every time I will change my predicate. सुमित ये करो, आयुष्मान ये करो, आयुष्मान ये करो, तान्या ये करो, ये टीम सेलेक्ट करो, बैटिंग ऑर्डर को 2 करो, बैटिंग ऑर्डर को 3 करो, थक जाओगे. Yes or no? मैं तो
Yes,
थक
sir.
जाऊंगा.
Yes, sir.
Yes, na? So that is why we are going for a simplest solution, that is to visualize, to make it in the format of pivot table. Okay, pivot table is the basis for all your data modeling. Okay, what is the pivot table? How it is a basis for your data modeling? How we are going to visualize our data by means of this pivot table, by means of our data model, that we are going to discuss in our next session. Okay, when we are going to have the next session? Chandra, Ishita, आज इशिता से बात ही नहीं हुआ यार. Ishita is there?
Yes, sir.
When we are going to have?
Sir, after end terms.
When is your intern?
7th.
7th है ना?
Sir, 2 weeks ही बचे ना.
ठीक है, कल का दिन एक क्लास ले ले. पिवट टेबल के बारे में एक बार सीख लो, then it would be very easier for you. What do you say?
सर
Sir,
फिर
I'll
एक
ask
क्लास के
everyone.
बाद एक क्लास के बाद फिर एंड टर्म के बाद होगी क्या क्लास?
Yes. हाँ इशिता, आप बताओ. प्रेरणा ने ये पूछ रही थी कल के बाद एंड टर्म के बाद ही होगा ना सर करके, मैंने बोल दिया हाँ. Now you tell me, इशिता.
Sir, I'll ask everyone.
एवरीवन तो इधर ही है.
Everyone जवाब दे दो अपना.
बताओ बताओ जल्दी बताओ.
तो सैटरडे को कॉल नहीं, सैटरडे.
अच्छा, 7th के बाद ही ले ले, सॉरी एंड टर्म के बाद ही ले ले. तान्या बताओ.
सर एंड टर्म के बाद कर लेते, फ्रेश रहेगा.
वेरी गुड.
Yes, sir.
टर्म के बाद. तो आयुष्मान भी खुश हो गया बाला के साथ, कल मैच देख सकते हैं, है ना आयुष्मान? भाग गया.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will do one thing. I will be sharing this Excel sheet with you all. I think I have already shared. Okay. Freshly, we are going to start after the end term examination. When it's going to end?
13th Feb.
13th Feb. Very good. So 14th onwards, shall we start? 14th is what day?
Monday.
Monday से 13th को एग्जाम था, संडे को एग्जाम है क्या?
Yes, sir.
Sir, and we have just a day off. And 15th, from 15th, we have the new semester.
क्या
Yes, sir. We'll get
कैंपस
finished
से
one week only.
कैंपस से होगा? ठीक है. Can we have it from 15th? बताओ, up to you. Tell me, Rupali. IES
Yes,
representation.
सर एक बार फाइनल डेट्स आ जाए उसके बाद डिस्कस करके इन्फॉर्म कर देंगे.
No issues. I'm just making a joke out of. Okay, you just let me know. Okay. As of now, we are going to have our session after the end term examination. That is point number one. Okay. Point number two, we are going to start freshly data modeling and but I would advise you all to download both Power BI as well as Tableau. Okay. उसमें ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा. डाउनलोड कर लेना. ठीक है. Suppose if you are facing any issue, you just let me know so that I can align some engineers to install the software in your computer. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, you sent 2 links of Power BI. So which one should we download?
See, it is one is for 32-bit, one is for 64-bit. I think nowadays all the laptops are or all the computers are of 64 bits. You just check whether your computer or laptop is belonging to 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay.
Also, by when will the recordings be available?
सर आई थिंक MS Teams में ऑप्शन होता है जो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा होता है he can give access to other members for
Hey,
50.
I have tried that option. What is happening is it is giving. I am not adding your names, right? Suppose if I am adding all your names, then it is giving me that option. Okay, I have already uploaded 2 of my videos in my YouTube. Okay, I will give the access, but it is in the private channel. Okay, I will give the link. You just try
Sir,
the web. Yeah.
सर दैट पावर बिट वो सर ओपन ही नहीं हो रहा है. मतलब उसको खोलो
Which one?
तो कुछ नेक्स्ट any port 23 and 64. I mean, I'm trying to open it and there is nothing, no new tab or anything.
No, it is an.
Dhruv, I also face the same problem, but I tried copying the URL and pasted it in the Microsoft
Desktop.
Bing window, and then I clicked enter, and then it worked for me.
Bro, you just do that thing. You just copy paste in your desktop. Okay, and try installing it. Okay. Otherwise,
Okay,
you just
okay.
call me or call our engineer. I will tell them. Okay, can install. Okay.
Right, sir.
Okay. Shall we call it a day? कौन
Yes,
कौन है?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Out of 41, that excludes me. ईदा बात ही नहीं करती है, अर्शिता बात नहीं करती है, दोनों अर्शिता. खनिका भी बात नहीं करती है. मानविका तो कभी कभार करती है. निखिल आ रहा है, सब लोग बात करना नहीं चाहते. ओके, नो इश्यूज. ओके, बाय बाय, टेक केयर. वीडियोस तो ऑन करो. भाविका, इशिता, तान्या, रत्नेश, वेरी गुड. सुमित कहाँ बैठा है यार ये? सुमित कहाँ पे हो?
सर बैकग्राउंड लगाया हुआ है.
अरे वाह, रूपाली भी बैकग्राउंड लगा रखी है, भाविका भी. मेरे को भी बता दो यार कैसे चेंज करना है.
सब ब्लर किया है.
ओके, टेक केयर गाइस. हाय विनीत. विनीत भी बात नहीं करता है कभी.
सर एसक्यूएल वाला मेरा
WhatsApp में
चल ही
बात
नहीं रहा
करता
था
है.
तो सर एसक्यूएल वाला मेरा चला ही नहीं 2 दिन, तो बहुत कुछ ऊपर से निकल गया, तो समझ में आए तभी तो सर. इट्स क्रॉसिंग.
That is what I said. I say, Kano, my intake has gone up. Okay, take care, guys, everyone. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.